Taiwan is one of the worst places where you can put your money in the real estate market, and I'm going to give you 10 reasons why. If we look at the capital, Taipei, the prices are absolutely ridiculously high, so they really are out of touch with reality. Now, on average, you'll pay around $7,500 per square meter, but in the center, you're looking at around $12,000 to $14,000 per square meter, and that leads me conveniently to point number 2. The salaries are not really high in Taipei, so you're looking at around $1,600 per month net. Now, considering how high the prices are, really it's going to take the average person around 40 years even to pay for the most mediocre apartment. Number 3, if that weren't bad enough, the rental yields are pathetically low, so we're looking at around 1.5% gross yield, and that's as bad as a place like Monaco. I can't think of many places actually worse than Taipei. And if you factor in things like rental income tax, voids, and repairs, you're looking at around virtually 0% net yield. Number 4 as well, Taiwan is becoming more and more pro-tenant. Number 5, the low birth rate. So in 2019, the birth rate in Taiwan was 1.2, which is very low, even by European standards. And for the first time in 2020, the population in Taiwan actually fell, albeit by only 0.18%. But for the first time, it actually fell. Number 6, Taiwan, unfortunately, is prone to natural disasters. So we're looking at things like earthquakes and floodings. Number 7, and this is quite important, I want to do some comparatives with other Asian countries. So let's take some Taipei and let's compare it to Kuala Lumpur. So in Taipei, salaries are around 50% higher than Kuala Lumpur, but property prices per square meter are around 3.5 to 4 times higher than Kuala Lumpur. So, in actual fact, that puts Taipei in a very bad light. And let's compare it actually with Singapore as well. So Singapore, yes, the prices per square meter are around 35% higher than Taipei. But the average salaries are 135% higher. So when we compare Taipei to many other Asian cities, it's not looking too good. Number 8, I want to talk about the really unimpressive GDP growth for an Asian country. So it's been unspectacular. If we look at the period 2015 to 2019, it ranged from 1.47 to 3.3%. Now, for a Western European country, that would be quite good. But for an Asian country, that isn't spectacular. Number 9, and this is also a really important one. Unfortunately, the geopolitical tensions with China as well are not great at the moment. So in the last few years, relations between Taiwan and China have actually deteriorated quite a lot. And number 10, the reason now the prices are quite high is because the market in Taiwan, and in particular in Taipei, is very dependent on foreign buyers. But these numbers are starting to decline due to the higher prices, higher taxes, and also Taiwan is starting to crack down on money laundering. And if we look at the biggest, the largest number of buyers, they were from China. And China is starting to make it more difficult for their citizens to invest abroad. So this doesn't augur well for the property market in Taiwan. Now, I want to end on a little bit more of a positive note. I have to say Taiwan has handled the pandemic very well. So if you look at the number of deaths, only 10 deaths, which is actually amazing. And the economy did grow in 2020 by nearly 3%. Also, the unemployment rate is actually low in Taiwan, so it's less than 4%. And the total government debt to GDP is only around 35%. And lastly, foreigners can buy freehold property, unlike many other Asian countries. But I'm afraid to say this is a market I don't think you should invest in. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you very soon on the next video. Thank you and bye-bye.